In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Everybody, and welcome back to the Kryptonite Show. Woohoo! Monster 6 is unleashed. We're going to talk about the latest in PulseChain news over the last week, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We got some pretty cool teams lined up in the Monster thread as well. We're going to get into all that. 414, Nuke the Supply, Raid On. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you guys enjoy this. So let's get going. We've got more and more to talk about, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, it is going to be pretty crazy in the week ahead. I think maybe very good. I think things are lining up to look pretty good. So yeah, it's we're also going to talk about PLS Start as well, which is a big PulseChain ecosystem map. So everyone's going to want to check that out as well. So we're going to talk about all that today. Hope you guys enjoy the show. We've got Frank White in the house there talking about PLS Start. Here's the creator of that PulseChain ecosystem map. And bang, PulseChain gang, thanks for your consistent and great PulseChain coverage. You're most welcome there, Frank. And thanks very much for making an ecosystem map. It's pretty epic. We got Wookie in the house as well. Wookie is back and looking for some tasty food. Yum, yum, yum. Is that crypto food? Wookie, is that crypto food? Wookie Monster is here also. You are definitely there. All right, don't forget to get in the chat there as well. And take a moment, if you can, to repost the show on X. It only takes one little click of the button. So if you can do that, that'd be really, really good for the algorithm. And of course, if you're on YouTube as well, don't forget to repost on YouTube. And if you're new to both channels, subscribe, and smash the likes. Hey, Excavator's in the house. Good to see you, Excavator. Hope you're doing well. Also, this is going to be a fun show. We're getting into, we're going to unleash the Monster 6 weekly newsletter for PulseChain and check it all out. So big shout out to MVS Crypto, MVS Crypt, our promotional lead at the Kryptonite Show, also the editor-in-chief of the Monster thread. So he's been working hard on that and getting out and about town, as it were, out and about town. Now, we're going to get into all that, of course. Now, I want to do a big shout out also to Crypto Paradise and Nick Hellman out there. They did a nice little repost of a little section I did on Surf Token. So we're going to get into that as well. So let's start off with that, actually. So they did post this out. Crypto Paradise said, catch the latest Kryptonite Show live stream where he dives into the brains behind Surf, ecosystem collaborations, and shares some insights on the PulseChain movement. A huge thanks for the Surf support. Always love seeing Paradise get some alpha airtime. How about that? So there we go. And that had 8,300 views on that. So big shout out on that one. Looking very, very cool indeed. Yeah, we've had lots of cool stuff. Obviously, the Monster thread is out, so we're going to talk about that too. And of course, if you haven't joined our X Game portal, you should definitely look at joining that. The link's in the video description. Join up if you want to be early on that one. Very, very, very cool. So that's pretty much it. And look, we're heading up towards 800 followers, which is kind of cool. As you guys know, I had to start again. I used to have, I don't know, about 6,500 followers or something. Probably would have 10 or more thousand now. But had to restart because that's the way social media, they pull your channels down and they don't let you know why, and then you try to appeal and they don't let you know how to appeal. Blah blah blah. You guys know this drill. And so we start again, but we're heading back towards that 1,000 mark. 800 is not too far away. So if you haven't followed, smash the follow and share. Repost. Encourage others to follow too. Daily crypto shows, man. The only significantly sized PulseChain streamer currently doing daily. There are one or two other channels getting close. They seem to be ramping up, so that's good news for PulseChain generally. The more PulseChain influencers we got out there, doing higher frequencies, the better, right? The better. So that's kind of cool. All right, without further ado, we're going to get into the Monster thread and check out exactly what is hot over the last week on PulseChain. So once again, a big shout out to MVS Crypto. And now, if you guys want to hit them up, you can hit them up. If you're a project team, you want to get on week number 7, that'll be next week. Then hit up Crypt MVS or myself in our Telegram or Discord. So there we go. Now, the title of the video, title of this post was Richard's Quest, a Rojar's Roundup and Hex Debate, and much more. Now, I'm going to post the link to this in the chat there before we get going. So this is Monster 6, and we're going to post that link there too. Bam. There we go. That is monster number 6 with all the latest PulseChain news over the last week, and it is very thorough indeed. All right, so check it out, and don't forget to repost it to other people. If you got new people to PulseChain, perfect for them to get up to speed on PulseChain. Now, obviously, that's the number 6. We got number 7 coming up, and I guess there's many weeks ahead of us as well. Today's, though, Richard's Quest for week 6, Roger's Roundup, and Hex Debate, and much more. And, of course, the hottest news on PulseChain. Now, there is the article here on Richard's Quest, so you definitely check that out. I'm not going to read through all of these because it's, it's designed to be read. But we got Richard Hart's quest here about his marketing push, talking about the community doing marketing. And 100% agree with that. Got a lot of support from big players like Raquel Michelle, Moon King, and others. So pretty exciting. We got Ninja Marketing Strategy. So that's a decentralized me running big spending on marketing. 53,000 over the 3-month period. So pretty exciting. They've got big plans moving ahead there as well. Kind of cool. We had an epic broadcast entitled The Roger's Roundup from Captain RG3. So it was pretty cool. And we got Triple Dad in there as well, and Crispy Man and Michael. So not too bad. We got Aliens Paradise, of course. Big collabs happening between Crypto Paradise and, of course, PDC. That's highlighted here as well in the Monster Thread number 6. Very exciting. Now, they're doing a number of collabs, and I'm very excited about that, as you guys know. We got Somi in the house there. Somi honors Richard. So it was pretty cool. Good stuff going there from Somi. So big shout out there. Soil and Ramp now, of course, this is a mega story. And, of course, we've been breaking it here on the Kryptonite show. This is Show Me the Money. And, man, the current run rate, $34 million, is pretty exciting. So, and this is only going to grow. This is where the money, people after fresh money. This is new money coming to PulseChain. Big deal. And the run rate already at 34 million. That's awesome. Let's see how high it can go. I'm expecting triple-digit numbers, by the way, just to give you an idea. We got Walmart as well at the moment. Walmart and Amazon stablecoins. That was big news, so that could have implications on all of crypto. We have a cool little snapshot there of course, Crypto Coffee. And that is kind of neat. Who else is in that photo? Yeah, Dollar Cost Crypto, Cultivate Crypto as well. So 3 big influencers there. We had Better Call Sal. Now this person has 274,000 followers. Spoke to a wave of emotions there, inviting Richard Hart for an interview. So pretty big influencer, and that has received a lot of excitement and attention. We also had a birthday in the community, which is kind of cool to celebrate. And Black Sheep's 44th birthday. Kind of cool. Congratulations. Happy birthday. And we got Hex Debate Showdown. RH Max, of course, hosted the Hex Debate. So we had a couple of debates lately, which has been kind of cool. And that was with Access Alive and Dipcatcher. So some really smart people in that one. The show included an epic discussion about PulseChain versus Ethereum as well. So you should definitely check that out. There was also the Friday night hangout with Wild SJ. We had Wild SJ on the show about a week or so ago, and boy, she was fantastic. And she's out there doing amazing things. She went to the Bitcoin conference on a road trip. Lots of cool stuff. She's been hosting shows. She is everywhere. A Wild SJ doing a fantastic job there. And of course, that is a big open invite session they had as well. Fast Abdul was on that one. We got Internet Money NFT integration. That was pretty exciting. And breaking new records is Internet Money with downloads close to 80,000. So you definitely check that out. And very cool. And they just enabled NFTs too in the wallet. So fantastic. So that's like, I guess, 721 contracts, 1155 contracts, and now able to be on the Internet Money wallet. So for those that have got that, that'd be fantastic. There's like, what I say, 79,000 downloads, probably at 80,000 now. You can see some of the NFTs sitting inside the Internet Money wallet. So very cool there. We had Genesis OG Quest as well. Bullish Crypto shared 9mm's Genesis OG Quest. So this is something I think we need to see more of. So if you're a project team out there, think about this. Think about these Quest systems and how you can incorporate it in your own ecosystem. So if you're out there, very cool. I'm just thinking we've got Frank White at the top. He is here today with Pulse Start, the PulseChain ecosystem. This is definitely something that could potentially be used for something of this kind for your site, Frank. Interesting thoughts there, but any team could be using this sort of thing. So we've also got CoinMum. Decided there's a pretty big following on CoinMum. They highlighted the 10 trending coins on PulseChain. That was pretty cool. And then we had Hex Future Glory, Havida. So as you guys know, Havida's pretty much, I think, the second biggest female with the following on PulseChain. I'm really big. Like, she's definitely top 5 to 10, probably top 10 there. And I think, was it 48,000, 50,000 followers. Now, she's obviously pretty famed, having dinner with Richard Hart and things like that. And she just went and did a flashback on Hex, which I think kind of cool, and talking about the potential future glory for Hex in the future. So big shout there to Vida. Atlas Wallet, of course, announced, this is pretty big news, announced an upcoming launch supporting PulseChain, offering swaps for Binance, Smart Chain, Ethereum, Solana. So what we're seeing lately, we're seeing some really exciting stuff with the onboarding. I said, people, the bull market has already started. Like, it's just, obviously the price chart still got to show it up, but the money is coming, right? So we've got official ramp now coming with the money. We know there's 3 other on-ramps coming, which is fantastic. We know that we've had Liberty Finance add in a bridging to multiple chains like Base Chain and BSC, right? And now we've got Atlas Wallet now announcing its upcoming launch, supporting PulseChain, offering swaps on PulseChain, Ethereum, and Solana. So things are happening, guys. Things are happening. These are very critical things that we needed. So we got wallets, we got bridges, we got on ramps. It is exciting. Wallets, bridges, and on ramps are happening. It is exciting. Get excited. And of course, share those around as well to onboard new people. And this is a bit of a heart favorite of mine, but I really like this. I saw this almost when it just came out. And this is Haiku released a country-inspired song, "Stop Fudding My Bags." And of course, that was a PulseChain community person blending human and music to resonate with the PulseChain community. It's really good. Check it out. And there he is in frame there, singing his song with his guitar. And he did a really good job of it. He's got a really nice voice, and the song was pretty good. So there we go. Check that out as well. That was pretty awesome there. Now, also, we had some honorable mentions: TJ Cryptomatic, Joshua Wu, Yamoto, and Tammy Hex, and Gugod out there as well, always crushing it. So there we go. That was Monster 6. So definitely check all out, all the details. It's kind of a big overview, but definitely check that out and repost it. Don't forget to repost it to new people so that new people get to see about PulseChain, because we're just ramping up, moving forward, and PulseChain needs to get the messaging out there, right? So definitely get out there. Now, the first one we're going to go to is one of the promo posts here, and that is PLS Start, because they did a great job, right? So PLS Start is doing a whole ecosystem, the ultimate directory on PulseChain's most powerful projects, dApps, and tools. Always updated too, so real fresh, not getting outdated, and it's very cool. So that is from Frank White. He happens to be in the chat today, so very cool now. And this site is pretty cool. So PulseChain is about to erupt, and you need to get ready. Bookmark Frank White PLS Start. So let's have a quick look at that and check it out. So as you can see, it's got all the PulseChain projects here. It's got all the dexes, the bridges, the on-ramps. So it's kind of cool. It's got all the shopping and so so aggregators, dApps, lending, leverage, and yield. It's got PulseChain block explorers, liquid pulse staking. It's got Hexaco, other tools, wallets, of course, internet money on there. We've got chart trackers there, including Frankabel. Some very popular ones in there. So if you're after a chart tracker or a wallet kind of thing, then this has got a lot of the ones on there. We've got token lists as well, and then we've got NFT marketplaces down the bottom. We've also got community chats as well. That includes the Kryptonite Show and DeFi Prince. Big shout out to those, and House of Warlords. And nice, cool. We've got some pretty cool ones there. We've got Telegram trading bots as well. So if you can check those out, Telegram trading bots, centralized exchanges, and of course page sponsors there. Isn't that cool? So cool to see so many page sponsors. So big shout out to all those teams: Function Island, Pulse LN, A1A, Impulse, Mindsharks, PGC. Very cool. Lots of cool supporters there. And of course, generally, there's some general stuff there as well. Telegram join up today to that. So very cool. And we've got sponsors on the left, which is great to see. Loving to see more and more of this as we move forward into the PulseChain bull market. That's all I can say about that. So yeah, very cool. Frank White says, PLS is my favorite hobby. Started as just my list of bookmarks, says Frank. There we go. So definitely save it to your favorites. That's all I can say about that. So save that to your favorites, and you can find that in the monster thread. I'm going to post the link though in the chat here, and you can save it to your favorites now. Kind of cool. More, we got Q Baller in the house there. Hey Craig, good to see you. Morning all. And that is the link to that site, so you can save it to your favorites. A great place to start there. And I do like the little lights that you put down the bottom here, little spotlights down the bottom here. That is pretty cool. All right, so that is that from Frank White. So you got a nice little breakdown there too. on the post there, so you can check that out. Next one we had was Radon. Now, big shout out to a Crypto Bro, a very popular person in the community on PulseChain, and he has been. This is his ecosystem. Radon and Greed farms have just really ignited DeFi. So you can check all that out on the Radon and Greed. You can earn Greed now, pretty friendly yields. Some of the yields here, and this is on Nexium. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Nexium because they're pushing the boundaries of what is going forward, right? They're pushing the boundaries of what is going forward, and this has got a couple 100,000% yields on some of these farms. So definitely well worth checking out. And I do know that Crypto Bro's got quite a big roadmap moving forward. So excited where Radon and Greed will be going in the future. They've got a very dynamic Telegram as well, so I do encourage you to join up to that. Very, very cool on Radon and of course Greed. You can check out the yield farms here as well, and they are he's really doing some pretty amazing things. Frank says, appreciate you going over it. Yeah, PLS, that's a pleasure, Frank. That's a pleasure. And that is the site there. There we go. Start me. Check it out. And that is on Radon. So Radon yields. If you're after some good yields, check out Greed and Radon. Then we had Nuke Supply. Now, Nuke Supply is very different from everything else out there. Nuke Supply is basically you burn the supply by arming your nukes and destroying it. So it's pretty awesome. If you like real GameFi, this is really going really well too. It's really tracking really well. It's 200 days at the moment. So the first 100 days, you arm your ICBMs, you wait 24 hours, and then you nuke. Each blast burns supply. So let's say you had 100 ICBMs. Those are tokens, of course. You arm them. You would end up burning 10 of them, and then you get 10 new warheads minted. So that's the second token. It's a dual token system. Then on day 101 to 200, you bid warheads in the daily auctions to seize more ICBMs. Your moves drive scarcity and skyrocket value. So it's pretty cool. And I think this is gaining traction, guys. I really do. And it's currently about day 30, I think, day 30. It's got day 29 here, but it's probably about day 30. And the developer has got more stuff coming. So even though it gets to day 200, it's probably going to have, day 300, etc., how it rolls. But there's some of the latest stats there on day 28. Has an amount of ICBMs in existence, what's being nuked, etc. And of course, you're trying to nuke all the ICBMs in the contract, right? The main contract. It's kind of like the vault, I guess, and you're trying to burn those off. So those are some of the details there. I would definitely check it out if you like tokenomics, you like games. This is really novel. This is really pushing the frontier on the old nuke the supply. Definitely check it out. Join Telegram. I encourage you to join Telegram. On all these different groups, I always encourage you to join Telegram so you can get in there and get a deep understanding of the project. But there's the website as well, and they have a white paper that shows you how to play the game on the white paper. So pretty cool there from Nuke to Supply. Definitely, I really feel like that's where tokenomics is really pushing it, and I love it. And the chart looks pretty damn good, right? The last time I checked it, it looked pretty damn good. Now, as you guys know, we got Cabal King in the house, and we got the WAGMI launch. This launched, of course, and the chart looks amazing. We're going to talk about that today on the PulseChain review of the markets. But WAGMI has really crushed it straight out of the gate there on top of 414. So 414 is the original token there, and WAGMI has launched on top of that. It's got 11% tax, so on the higher side, but it's got 2% at the moment going to 414 yield. You get paid out in 414. 2% in PDI yield, 2% in Natropa yield, and 2% in Wrap Bitcoin on PulseChain. So I think that's pretty popular, all of those. So getting a bit of favorites there from a lot of people. You're also going to get 1% Treasury yield in Pulse, and you're also going to get a 1% 414 burn and a 1% WAGMI burn there as well. So kind of cool. I think there's 1% to Genesis or something like that. So there we are. That's 12%. So transactions burns 414. So you've got to check that out. The chart is crushing it. We're going to check that out today because I'm pretty sure it's still rocking it on the old charts. One of the top performers on PulseChain right now is WAGMI. And we're going to check that out. So the longer you hodl, the bigger the rewards. So definitely join up to Telegram, as we say. And Cabal King in the house for that, pushing the boundaries of tokenomics with these reflection tokens. So check that out today. Then the last one, of course, we've got here, so is X Game. Now, as you guys know, we're running the first dedicated portal for X Game. X Game is going to be massive, guys, and so is Solid X going to be one of the as I call them, the Magnificent Seven, right? Solid X going to be one of the Magnificent Seven. And, of course, we've got Pulse in that list, Pulse X, Hex, Incentive Token, and what? We've got PTC, the Greys, We've also got Solid X and Soil Sun Mini Meal, right? Those are the Magnificent Seven. Those are the ones that could just be ginormous in size on PulseChain. And so, yeah, that is where we're heading. They're already pretty big, but you get my point. That's the ones that could really get very valuable indeed. X Game, of course, is the big casino there for that. So join up today in X Portal and become part of the early community and get all the alpha in there. That's basically it. And obviously the Crypto Night Show as well. So you can join up to all the socials. And of course, all socials are right there. Join up the Discord, join on Telegram, and of course the Strategy Club. If you want to get all the alpha, join up the Strategy Club today. The link's there for that as well. So not too bad, not too bad. That is where we are with the Monster Thread number 6. Big shout out to MVS Crypto, our promotional lead at the Crypto Night Show, and of course the editor-in-chief of the Monster Thread, crushing it with another awesome week of news. Pretty exciting, I think, moving forward. Hey, we got Prairie Banana from PDC, the Greys in the house. Yeah, boy. Good to see you, Prairie. Hit the like and sub if you're new to PulseChain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 100% on that, 100% on that. So the crowd goes wild. Very, very cool. All right, let's move on. Let's get into the news. We got the stock market news, and let's talk about that. So the stock market was green. I said, didn't I say? I said, there's a good chance we're going to have a green week this week with all the news. So there we go. We got the S&P 500 jumps despite conflicting reports of Iran eyeing a truce. And of course, we got the Dow Jones at the moment up 0.75%, 370 points to 42,500. Let's have a look at that in terms of the max historical context. And, it's not too far off the top, is it? Let's go to the 1 year mark there. We might be able to see the top. Yeah, the top was up at 45, and we're at 42,350. 42,500 at the moment. S&P 500 is up 1% almost at 56 points to 6,033. So back over 6,000. And that's not too far from the highs, the all-time highs. The all-time highs were back here. We're at 61.44. So the S&P 500 is looking really good, guys. Really good. Let's go to the max chart. And you can see we're basically at the top, man. And look, it's going to keep going under, if the wars can be contained, trade deals can be, finalized. Man, we are on the money for a mega rally into the AI robot age. I don't know. It's going to be pretty crazy, but that's where we are. We got Nasdaq at the moment up 1.5%, 294 points to 19,701, and we're once again at all-time highs on that as well. This is despite geopolitical wars. This is despite the Ukraine-Russia, despite the Iranian-Israel, and the Houthis and the Hamas and the what's the other one? Hamas and I've just forgotten it now. The Syrian one. What's the Syrian one? I can't remember now. Hezbollah. That's it. Hezbollah. So there we are. That's where we are at the moment. But we are pumping, and we're not too far away from the top as well. 20,060, something like that. And here we are at 19,700. So pretty good all in all. Now, US dollar, interesting. It is devaluing 97.81. Whoa. Remember when Trump got into power back on the 20th of January, we were up at 108. 108. This is very significant versus your trading partners. And now we're down at 97.8. Wow. That is crazy stuff. And of course, we look at the last year. Look at that. We were way up here at 108. And how we are, look at that, down at 97. So what does this mean? It means that the US dollar is devaluing, and that's pretty crazy. Will we see a bounce back? We'll see. So that means that prices, exports, so you export more because your prices are cheaper overseas, but your consumer power, the US is a big consumer, means that prices are arguably generally more expensive, right? Because you've got a weaker dollar. So that is pretty crazy stuff there. Now, commodities at the moment, $71.30, up 1.6%, and Brent oil at $74. So obviously, we've come off the high there, $83. We're still below that, let's say $10 still below. But definitely, obviously, the Iranian issue there, because obviously the threat around oil tankers and stuff like that. But the difference is, remember that America this time has a lot of military assets all sitting there, right? So it's not like they have to, get everybody over there and it takes a couple of days. They're already there, so they're protecting the lanes with oil and stuff like that. So that's already kind of contained that point of view. America's not in the fight, technically speaking. Obviously, they're supplying a lot of weapons to Israel, but they're not technically in the fight. And so that's kind of where we are. So it hasn't really contagion out. Iran is getting hit pretty badly in terms of losing a lot of their key military assets. There's obviously still got some nuclear stuff there that's deep down under the ground. But it's essentially contained, and the Iranians are probably looking for a way out because a lot of their leaders have either been killed or hiding, right? So it's the markets are taking it, just saying, well, things are moving forward, so it's relatively contained. Now, also, Russia decided not to support them, so that's a good thing. And so they're really the only player out there is possibly Turkey. We'll see. We haven't seen any murmurs from that. So let's see where that lands. We've got Iran at the moment. Iran denies, and Pakistan, of course. Pakistan talking about nuking Israel if Israel used a nuke. Israel's never going to use a nuke unless it was a existence thing. And so that was typical from Pakistan. Come out with extreme violence as usual. But that's going to play. We got Iran, and Iran denied reports that it was reached out to intermediaries. However, Tehran asked Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Oman to call Trump to get his influence to Israel to immediate ceasefire. Remember, they were going to have these discussions. The report stoked hopes to end the conflict there. Now, I'm of the view that the regime needs to go, and the Iranian people will be free. 80% or more of the Iranian people do not like the mullahs, and of course the oppression that they've put them under for since the 60s or wherever it was. They lost power. I'm not in the camp of it's time to clear shop and let the people be free, and then we won't have all the terrorism being exported around the world in the Middle East and to around into the Western Hemisphere as well. So that's kind of the play there. We've got the Fed meeting, of course, coming up. The Fed meeting is going to be pretty interesting, and we're expecting, obviously, interest rates are around 4.5% at the moment. We're hoping that on Wednesday that they reduce them. They've been playing politics with the interest rates. There's no doubt about that. With the old Democrats using this as leverage, and of course, like I said to you, they don't care about the American people. They just care about power and making Trump look bad. So that's kind of the play there, because obviously we've got two key inputs into the U.S. economy: oil prices and interest rates, right? One on the physical markets, one on the financial markets. And of course, this has massive ripple effects. So let's see how that goes. Fingers crossed they'll get enough pressure that they do the rate cuts, because inflation has been soft. The economy has been cooling. It's time to lower interest rates. And so let's see if they can do that. So that's kind of the play at the moment. Central bank cut interest rates 1% last time. Now, the other big thing we've got at the moment is the G7 summit in Canada, Canada E, as they say, Canada E. And of course, we've got Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney there, the globalist. Stress the summit will be for peace and security. It is not time. It is time to remove the Iranian regime. It's not time for peace. Peace just means that the Iranians get nukes and we're all screwed. So that's not a good outcome. Liberals and progressives are idiots. Honestly, they're complete idiots. So we don't want idiots anymore. We want common sense, and that means getting rid of players. Iran was going to give their nukes to terrorists, and you know what happens after that, right? All right, so that is where we are for the US, and good day, green day on the old markets there. Not bad at all. Now, the next one we're going to get into is the crypto market. We're going to go to full screen, I think, but let me see if we can do that. I'm going to go full screen. Let me just layer this out, and let's move on to bam. There we go. I love the split studio stuff. EV Mux, man, looking good. Who else there? We got some more comments in the chat there. We got some more comments. I think that was it. We got Frank White's with the beers. Chin chin, everybody. Chin chin. All right, so let's move on. We got crypto at the moment. Well, it says the market cap's flat, so let's refresh. Yeah, it's okay. It says the overall market's down 1.2%, but remember that reflects 17,422 different tokens, and the current market cap is at 3.436 trillion. But the good news is that Bitcoin went on the move to the upside, and that's the one we care about to some degree, because that's kind of the ocean amongst which crypto lies. And it is up 1.2% at $106,761. Was over 107,000 earlier. So there we go. We've got Ethereum at number 2, up 0.8% at $2,563. We've got XRP, number 4, up 3.4% at $2.24. We've got BNB at number 5, up 0.6% at $651. We've got Solana is down 1.4% at $150. We got Tron at number 8 is up 0.1%, 27.3 cents. Dogecoin at number 9 is down 1.6% at 17.2 cents. And a Lido there is up 1% at $2,562. That is staked ETH on Lido, of course. And then number 11, of course, the flipping Cardano ADA there is down 0.3%. Now, you guys know that Hodgkinson was saying quite a bit of controversial stuff around his proposal for, I think, the ADA Treasury with buying Bitcoin. Can you believe it? Selling down some of their ADA, I think it was, and buying Bitcoin, if I remember rightly. And that has created a lot of conflict within the community there as well. So he kind of sees it as a treasury on the back that capital flows will flow into Bitcoin primarily. I guess it's his play, and that would end up being good for Cardano. They can then sell the Bitcoin and buy Cardano off the market. I think that was kind of the idea there. But of course, a lot of people are saying, well, why you're dumping down on the market and siphoning money out. So short term for long term gain. That's kind of the play there. So I don't know if anyone's got any thoughts about that, but that is from Hodgkinson there regarding Cardano. And of course, we've got Hyperliquid there. It's sitting at number 12. Now, Hyperliquid's been performing like a boss. It's up 2% today, up 8.2% for the week. That's number 12. So some interesting stuff going on there. The best performer over the last week for the top 10 has pretty much been, I'm having a look here, probably BNB actually. BNB, yeah, BNB, best performer, only down 2.3% for the week. But the best performer in the last 24 hours has definitely been XRP. Yeah, XRP there. And the top 100, let's look at the top 100. Best performer is White Bitcoin, WBT, up 62%. AB has got to number 2, and that is at number 95. So that's moved into the top 100. So AB, and that is at up 40% for the week. And then, of course, Sky, which is formerly Maker, right, is up 10.9% as well, followed by Uniswap, up 9.8%, and Bitcoin Cash at 9.5% as well. I guess we have to mention some of the recent superstars, Hyperliquid and SPX 6900, both up 8.2 and 5.5% respectively. Some big things happening there. So pretty crazy. AB's moved into the top 100. Let's have a quick look at AB, shall we? And see there. It's the Newton project has rebranded to AB DAO. So there we go. And of course, it's tradable there. Let's have a look on the website. Quickly check this out. This is there we go. What do we got there? We got amount of supply there, destroyed, max supply, global rankings. They got all the listings that they're on there. They've got an AB wallets. They've got some technology here. I haven't really going to go into all this, but they've got lots of stuff you can check out at the moment. There we go. And they got some sort of investment fund or ecosystem fund as well. So that is AB. So kind of cool. Now let's have a look at the chart. Well, chart's pretty crazy. Looks like it launched back here all the way in April 18th, 2019. It's pretty much been in no man's land, so I have no idea what the backstory is there. But recently just got pumped up to 1.5 cents. So take care out there. Obviously we're not endorsing any of these, but there we go. $985 million it says. But once again, do due diligence on that. But that is AB, number 95, moving in the top 100. All right, let's jump into the top gainers. We've got Magic Internet Money, not Internet Money Wallet, but Magic Internet Money, up 78%. We've got Polyhedron Network, up 85%, and Zeta up 50% overall. Remember, there's 17,422 coins here. Let's have a quick look at Magic Internet Money. Is it? Yeah, Magic Bitcoin. This is sitting at rank 696, and it looks like it's been around since February the 19th this year. And really just having a bit of a rally here, pump. Was at 1,200th of a penny. It's now at 2,300th of a penny, almost quarter of a cent there as well. Magic Internet Money was created by Bitcoin blockchain using the Runes protocol. So it is a Runes. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's pretty interesting. This is a meme coin deeply rooted in Bitcoin culture. We'll see how long it can hold up there, right? You guys know how that rolls. But we shall see how long it can hold up there. 51 million at the moment. The old Runes. Good to see Runes in the house, though. We covered that, didn't we? Runes back in the day, a lot more. Polyhedron Network, number 308. Looks like it just got wrecked. I don't know what's going on with this chart. Just got wrecked. Yeah, it just got wrecked. $2.01 got wrecked. I don't know. Don't know the backstory. Well, maybe we covered it, but I can't remember. We're down at 32 cents, and it just got mini pumped back 58 cents. but definitely cake here out there. It's a platform. It's another platform and idea around Web3 and zero knowledge proof system. So there we go. That is number 308 there on Polyhydra. Pretty crazy little markets. Welcome to crypto. Zeta there is on the list as well. Let's look at that. This is also when it launched, 29th of June last year. It's been in the doldrums around 3 cents, and then it's got hyper pumped all the way to 17 cents. So there we go. And it's currently sitting, what did I say? 897. So it's still in the top 1,000, but pretty crazy. Zeta Markets is building fast, simplest, and most secure perpetuals decentralized exchange on the market. So there we go. That is Zeta. And maybe they've had some big news come out. I do not know. There had to be some reason for that. Either someone pumping it like crazy or some news. Probably more likely some news on that. And of course, with perpetual markets, probably a pretty popular product, right? So that is out there as well. Obviously, that is what's top gainers trending. We got Notcoin, Polyhedron Network, and Lambo again is trending. Those are in the mix today. So that's kind of where we are on the old crypto. Bitcoin looking good, up 1.2%. The total market cap down 1.2% at $3.43 trillion. That's going to lead us into PulseChain. Before we do that, though, I'm in the wrong. I've got the wrong list here. Let's go to PulseChain, and we're going to go to Goalpost for the metrics here. All right, before we do that, though, let's see if we've got any more comments. We got Blair in the house. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. Hope you're doing well. Craig says, thanks, Wookie. Good to see you, the Prairie Banana. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to see Prairie Banana in the house there. And the Wookie Monster, as we say. All right, let's get back into the mix. And we're going to go to PulseChain. So here we are, day 767. So obviously PulseChain, if you're new to PulseChain, it launched on the 13th of May, 2023, after a full system state fork of Ethereum on the 10th of May, 2023. And here we are 767 days later. Pulse at the moment is down 2.8% at quadruple 0292. We're breaking below 3,000, not a great sign. We're sitting at 29% in terms of charting I'm talking about. In terms of buying, it's great to accumulate at these levels. PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0259, is down 1.75%, sitting at 26% of the mean sacrifice price. The buy and burn is at 7.22% of the supply, excluding the OA sacrifice wallets. We've got Incentive Token at $1.39, down 3.3%. So even though the rest of the market's up, PulseChain is down, and it's likely, little signals that we're going to move, separately from the rest of the markets. And here we are on Hex at 57/100 of a penny, down 6%. So Hex getting quite the whammy today. And EHEX at 18/100 of a penny. So a very nice little pickup here for Hex at the moment. Obviously, check out the charts and RSI on that, though. Let's go to the gas prices. We've got 1.2 million beats at the moment, 1 cent for a PulseX swap, so super cheap to do business on PulseChain. Values, 50,183. Looks like we're up about 33 values from yesterday, or at least around about 30, let's say. And then the bridge at the moment. The bridge is sitting at 87.7 million. So we're down about $500,000 on yesterday with the bridge. And I can see DAI has definitely gone down. We're down, we're at about 20.7, 20.8. We're at $20.5 million there. So that's definitely gone down. I think ETH looks similar to yesterday. I didn't take a snapshot. Obviously, Hex is down. USDC, I can't remember what that looked like yesterday. USDC that's where we're getting a lot of the new cash coming in, right? That's from Ramp now, so that's where we're getting a lot of new cash. That is still early days though, so we'll see a bigger impact once we see things start ramping up, particularly around Sun Mini Meal with the dashboard that's not yet been upgraded yet, right? They're doing fine little tweaks on that, so that is expected to be soon. So we could see a nice little, really big resurgence there. What could we see? Well, based on last year's numbers, minimum we could see from Sun Menu itself around $250,000 a week. That could be much higher. And then from the customers, well, it's hard to tell. It could be much higher than that, depending on the percentages that are going to be using buying soil. So that could be much, much larger. The run rate at the moment just for Ramp now is 34 million. But we could see a much bigger drive there. So, this thing could start USDC. We're going to keep a lookout for that because that could be starting to climb really big from now on, pretty much, or at least when Sun Minimal does their upgrade. Because remember, their customers will be able to buy at a 20% discount under the Reward 2.0 program, SOAR token, which means they have to bridge USDC over via Ramp now, and that's all going to start flooding over. So that's what we're going to keep looking out for with that. So that's the one we're expecting change. I expect that to change more than die unless we have big investors come in, potentially like from Rack and Michelle, stuff like that. So that's kind of the play there. And then we got USD Tether there at 5.3, and that's actually increased a little bit too, which is kind of interesting as well. Bitcoin pretty much unchanged, so that's going to play. So the big theme moving forward, we're going to keep a lookout for USDC, and particularly around the Sun Minimal Bank. Right now, Banks is coming up, and the other on ramps, and then potentially we could see maybe private investors coming in through using PDI. Sorry, not PDI, EDI there as a main theme. So those are what we're looking out for moving forward. All right, so that is the play. Let's jump over to the overall volumes. We're at 8.9 million, so pretty bad. I mean, let's be frank. We like to be objective here on the channel. 8.9 million. We're on the low side. We are on a weekday, and the market's pumped on stocks and crypto pretty much. Obviously, not overall crypto altcoins, but we are down 8.9, and of course, that's not great volumes. We were sitting around 11, 12 million, so we've had 2 days down at this level. That I remember. So obviously yesterday was not a Sunday in the US, so that was not a drama. But here 8.9 million, not too hot today on the volumes. We got 190,000 transactions. That's about 12,000 more than we had yesterday from memory. So it's a little bit higher. The top performers at the moment is 8 hours ago. We had this new token called Mallow launch, and that is up 1,600%. 31k volume on 5,900 liquidity. So another little play on here. Build to hold, design to print, is what they say. Not endorsing, of course. What does the quick intel say? Suspicious functions. So no, we don't know always what with Dick Screen signs this correctly, but you have to do further due diligence. Built to hold there. It has a 6% tax. Every tank's fuels rewards. 1.5% TFC. So that is the Fitzgerald company, right? That's the builder guy. We got 1.5% Solidex, and then 1.5% King, and then 1.5% into Treasury built for the future. So that's a pretty interesting combination there, Solidex and King. So is this a Gugord coin? Possibly. But the fact they got TFC there is pretty interesting. That's interesting. They got TFC in that mix. All right, so what else we got? UpX token. This is Haunted, right? You guys know Haunted in the community on PulseChain. It's a really smart, nice guy out there. Haven't seen him for a while, but he's out there. He also does Validator X, right, which is validating on PulseChain with high yields. I'm not sure what the yields have been these days, but they were pretty high for a while. So that is up 9.9%. Your mum there. Moon King's been pushing this, of course, with the big burn on Your Mum, and that's up 7.5%. The Elon Musk kind of meme. We got Printer there from Fast Abdul is up 5.4%, and then we got X, of course. X did was on stream with last week, I think it was. Last week with Crypto Paradise at the beginning of the week, I think it was. That's at $28.95, up 3.8%. And then we got GoPulse that is sitting at around 10 cents. Hasn't really moved, has it? GoPulse just sitting there. It's controversial, right? Controversial. But that's at 10 cents at the moment. So there we go. That is 10 cents. What else there? UFO has been performing reasonably well the last couple of days with the PDC, and that's up 3.5%. Probably underpriced is my guess on this one. You guys let me know, but I think that it's kind of a little mini uptrend going. RSI is pretty chill down at 42. Maybe considered underpriced there. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, when PDC runs, that will probably run maybe even faster, right? That's interesting. I haven't done a correlation, but might be the case. What else do we got? PulseX 3.3%. APC, Apen Pulse, up 0.5% there. Surf, of course, from Crypto Paradise, doing great team. We covered that yesterday. That is up 0.5% as well. And then Sparta there from Wendy's for Tendies, up 0.5% as well. And then we've got a little gas station from OG WebChef sitting up 0.25% there at the moment. Those are the ones in the green on the default view for Dick Screener. We've got a lot of other ones out of the money at the moment, just slightly out. And we've got Trump token there. We've got obviously Soul Sun Minimal in the mix there. We've got 9-inch down here as well, down 1.7%. We've got Gophers there. This is the 414 contract from Dick Catcher sitting at down as well. Not sure what that price is on that one, but it's BBC. $125. My goodness, remember that? Remember the rally on this back in the day? Let's go to the weekly chart on the old 4-1 on the Gophers. We had a rally. Look at that rally at the beginning. These are weekly chart candles, by the way, weekly candles. So by the time we got to week 5, it got up to $3,535. $3,535. It's currently $125 right now, and it's not even the low. And the low was back here at $91. So it is Gophers at the moment. That's the 414. They were the first ones on the experimental contract. I don't know if those been officially recognized. They must have been by now. G'day, Suitman and gangs from Trev. Hey, Trev, pleasure. So that's kind of where we are with that. Loan token at the moment is down 2.3%. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Should the team use some of that sweet $52 million? How much do you reckon it made to loan? They delivered their products. I mean, they delivered what they said. Loans, liquid loans. Is it PulseChain? PulseChain, the multi-sig, PulseChain something. I keep forgetting every time. I don't know. PulseChain something. And then, of course, we had Fetch Oracle, right? So they have delivered their products. But how much money they've got? Probably still a lot of the 52. How much would it cost them to do that? I don't know. A couple $1 million. What do you reckon? Let's say 5 million. That's 10%. That's still 45 mil. They could pump this chart. Look at how much liquidity is in here. 125k. So yeah, it's got 3,500 of volume. Maybe they're waiting for the bull market. Maybe they're going to help pump the market. Then they could just use like 5%, another 5 million. That could go a long way, right? All right, so you decide there. We were expecting a big on ramp too. Remember, we were expecting a big on ramp from Liquid Loans. So we'll keep an open mind, but I haven't heard any news about that. So we'll see what happens in that space. Now the SEC's been defeated. Maybe that makes it a lot easier. So we may just keep an eye out on there. See whether they get that big kind of on ramp client base or something. It was kind of alluded to. We'll see what happens in that space. That could be a wild card if it's of significance. Coming from Liquid Loans, so we'll keep that in mind. Maybe we'll go and check Liquid Loans X and see what they come up with. In fact, have they got X here? They have. Let's go quickly check. Let's do a nosy now or here, since we're all together, so to speak. Let me pull it up. I'm having a bit of trouble here with the sign here. So the Liquid Loans. Let's see what they've been talking about lately. Coin Zone. What else there? Nothing really. Nothing from Liquid Loans from looks of it. When's the last update? 5th of June. CC. This is CC. This is the kind of the CEO. Actually, I'm not even following him, for goodness sake. That's bad. The dollar is dead, not quite. So that is from Liquid Loans. We're going to come back to that in a minute. Coin Zone. A lot of Coin Zone stuff coming out here from Liquid Loans. But nothing about that I can see. Obviously, the Genius Act there, but nothing I can see about new big onboarding thing there. Let's have a look at CC, see whether he's made any comment about it. Dollar is dead. Final boss move. Yeah, they had this big thing about this some time ago about having some big on ramper. So I'm not sure what's happened, but certainly things like that should be much easier now the SEC's defeated. So yeah, I don't see anything particular on that side. So there we go. That was Liquid Loans. And of course, we've got Solid X here. Man, Solid X is down. Now, this is going to be the big juggernaut. This is what I call one of the Magnificent Seven, as you guys know. And Solid X is at $9.11. So you're getting it even a bit more cheaper today. But that is down 2.17%. And we're expecting huge things for that. So we've got X Game, of course, coming. Decentralized crypto casino. If they get the casino license, got to be pretty close. I know people have been waiting a long time to some degree for that, but of course they need to get their casino license and do other things. But now apparently everything is pretty much lined up. I think getting pretty lined up there. They're going to have a lot of things that the PulseChain community doesn't expect, and it's going to be very bullish, I believe. So keep an open mind and look forward to Solid X, one of the Magnificent Seven, as I say, along with Source on Mini Meal and PUSD the Grays, and of course the Richard Hart core coins in that mix as well. All right, let's see here. What else there? Secret Conspiracy is up down 2.4%. Top Hat is down today, 3.5% there. What else? X Game, of course, we talked about that. That's down 5.5% today, but that's probably going to be beneficiary along with Solid X, right? Because that is the big game coming out, Crash Game, and all the casinos. Teddy Bear at the moment is down 5.6% with the big Moon King. Moon King, yeah. What else there? Let's jump down through there. A lot of the printer tokens are down now, moving down 7-8% down today. Beast sitting at 57 cents, 57 cents. And Love.io. Now, Love.io, of course, we had Anders on a little while back, a couple weeks back, and that's sitting at 5 zeros, 2100. This has a little bit of the flavor of Sun Mini Meal, just a little bit. They may, if they can trigger, if they have some big deals with big platforms, it's a fantastic brand. I mean, it's not like it's then if they can actually get platforms to actually get adoption, then this is a game changer, right? This is a game changer. At the moment, it's really just the Luffy website, as far as I could tell from the interview that I had with Anders, that is bringing on buying pressure onto Love.io. And of course, that when every product that gets sold, there's a little bit of cash back with Love Rewards, and of course, goes onto the market, as I understand it, to buy a bit of love off the market. So that is kind of cool. Pretty nice little. It's a high quality shop. I mean, it's most of the products look pretty good quality. So there we go. High end here on PulseChain. Teddy Bear from James Maria. Has he got some more moves? What do you guys reckon? Has James Maria got more moves in the play? We got Troper down 8-9% at the moment. We've got Teddy Bear down there at the moment, and then we've got the printer tokens dominating down the bottom of the leaderboard today. All down about 15 to 20% on printer tokens, and a couple of we've got Richard Hart's pump tires down the bottom here, down 14%. Is that a bit of a pickup? Is that a bit of a pickup there? You decide, but that is kind of the main coin there, and that may hyper pump once it's got down. Let's have a look at RSI on this. Give us an idea of where it might be. It's not fully oversold, so it can go lower, and it is broken down here as well. It's currently looking for some support around 8,000, so 800th of a penny. It's currently at 800th of a penny. So let's see if it can get some support there. That'll get it closer to the oversold territory, but definitely not a lot of love at the moment, as we say with Love. Not a lot of love there for pump, but maybe getting closer to a buy, but not quite yet, I would say. All right, so especially with PulseChain breaking down, right? PulseChain breaking down. Let's go to the charts. I got to be careful which I show here because I've got some secret sauce coming up. But let me just get away from that view so I can hide any intel. we're gonna go to Pulse Chart there and pull it up since we talked about the price. But oh yeah, I've got that. I'm gonna have to hide it. Sorry, I have to hide that. Let me hide that. Where are we going here? Hide that. All right, so let's full mode that, and get rid of that too. So yeah, we are going to be looking at the chart here. Let's go to full screen. That is the pulse chart there on the monthly, and you can see at the moment that we're broken down 3,000. We're at 2,900 at the moment. So yeah, this is the first target on this chart. So this is the first target on this chart, and here we are at quadruple 2,900 there at the moment. So yeah, fingers crossed we kind of hold this range because we're right down on that first target retrace at just below 3,000. So yeah, Wookie says show us. No, it's not happening. It's got another purpose. Wookie's got another purpose. All right, so that is kind of where we are on Pulse. Fingers crossed there on that one. All right. Now, I just wanted to finish off with something here from the Trump family. As you guys know, Donald Trump ended up having obviously making something like $57 million in crypto income or something. And obviously the Trump families, they're all outside government this time, right? And they're focused on all those business opportunities with crypto and everything else. Their daddy is president after all, and so a lot of big billionaires and millionaires want to get behind their initiatives. So they've been doing that. Now, what they came out for today, man, Trump Mobile has come out. Trump Mobile, guys. Trump Mobile. I'm going to post the link to Eric here because you guys, this could be really big, and the Trump Mobile brand is huge, right? Trump brand is massive. So yeah, keep an eye out on some of the stuff that the Trumps are doing, particularly if there's an opportunity to make money out of it, because yeah, this is pretty crazy. So obviously they've been in crypto pretty big, and they got big plans of crypto with the trying to be another MSTR, another strategy, another Michael Saylor. But here they got Trump Mobile came out today. New way to wireless is here. Join Trump Mobile today and get more from your wireless service They got a Trump branded phone. Now that's a white version, but they've also got a gold version as well, right? So which is going to, that's got to be huge, huge thought up there. So yeah, that was the big play there. Media day from Trump Tower. This is Eric. They're having a big Trump Tower media there, and that is the family there from the 16th. Now, what I want to show you was, let's go to Trump Mobile, and this is 12 hours ago, by the way. It's got a new account. Let me just scroll down here. It's got the white phone. I'm pretty sure they had gold phones here. That's not showing on here, but I have seen the images of gold phones here. So we might type that in actually. Let's go have a look. Trump Mobile, because I'm pretty sure there's some gold phone pictures running around. Yeah, look, there we go. So we've got some. This one's got a wooden background on it, and wood there. But I was pretty sure there were some gold versions as well. The Trump family is launching a Trump phone. The phone's all made in the USA. It's going to mobile plans offer a flagship 47 plan, obviously President 47, which costs $47.45 per month, and that is, it looks like the video from that Trump Mobile. Not sure if you guys can hear that actually. Probably not. So let me see if I can pull that in. Can I pull it in? No, I'm not sure how to switch that out. So one thing I'm having trouble with the studio, and not knowing how to do that. But this is their opening video there on that with the Trump mobile. So I'll post this video. I'll post this as well in case you want to check that out. But I think, it's pretty crazy stuff. Now, it's very obvious stuff that you're going to do. I mean, it's a very clever move. People have talked about Elon Musk doing a phone and all, rest of it, right? So, which I hope he does do in due time. But that is TrumpMobile.com. Look at that. And you got both Eric, both Trumps there. Yeah, so pretty exciting there. Cool stuff happening in the space. Um, All right, I think we're going to wrap it up there. So just to sign things up, let's just quickly go back and see whether they've got any action happening over on the main site. But yeah, the monster thread today, very big deal, right? Very big deal. So if you haven't checked out the monster thread, don't forget to check it out and share it around. It's a perfect publication for new people coming to PulseChain. It gives them all the latest updates over the last week that happened on PulseChain, and it's pretty thorough. And every week there'll be new people in the community on the monster thread. Depending on what they're doing, if they're doing things that are kind of newsworthy or cool things like that, could be doing a debate, could be new money coming to PulseChain, could all sorts of things. Could be artwork, people doing really cool artwork, lots of cool things on the monster thread that represent the community, and it goes far and wide. It's not just the big famous people on PulseChain, so to speak, but it's the little guy, the little lady, whatever, somewhere else, in the chain. So it's got really cool stories on there. So check out the X, and that's just going to, we're just before pre PulseChain run. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and at the moment it's hit so week 5, the monster thread hit 20,000. Isn't that awesome? 20,000. And it's just going to go up and up and up every week. So pretty exciting. Definitely give it a read and share it around. Monster thread there is basically like the PulseChain newsletter, has high engagement as well. Pretty awesome there. And if you're a project team, you want to get yourself profile on there, just hit either MVS or myself up, and you can get on there as long as you meet minimum standards. That's a very, very key. Apart from that, we've got great projects that have been on there so far. So really, really exciting where that's all heading. So that is monster thread. That's the share the show. I just realized I got share the show. There's the monster thread. There's the monster thread number 6. You can share that around. That's the one there. That's the one. All right, very cool. And a big shout out to Frank White, of course, with Start Me. He's on the monster thread today. Pretty awesome. We've got Prairie Banana from PDC, one of the Magnificent 7, as I say. Always crushing it out there as well. So big shout out to you. Keep up the great work. Does amazing shows. If you haven't checked out Prairie Banana, go check that out. What else we got going in the house? Yeah, once again, a big shout out to Wiki's in the house with the Strategy Club. Yeah, join up today. That's only $35 a month, by the way, to join up Strategy Club, and you get all the alpha. That is pretty awesome. So definitely check that out. In fact, we might just quickly go to that. I think we've still got on the Strategy Club here, so let's go to that while we're here. We've got a few little minutes. So Strategy Club, if you join up today, only $35 a month. You get access to strategy chats. So we have audio strategy chats in there. We've got a top 10 high performing index, and it is pretty badass, performing like a boss. And of course, then we got the we cover the big projects, right? The 100x, the 1000x type of projects. We cover those as well with all the latest intel. And as you guys know, I've really been breaking a lot of the big news on PulseChain because that's what we're doing, right? What we're doing. All right. So we also got intel daily intel drops as well. So we're obviously putting stuff in there. And if it's not daily, it's pretty regular. Let's put it that way. But pretty close to daily. And of course, monthly crypto reports. Every month, a new crypto report covering all of crypto. That includes general crypto, AI, things like that, as well as PulseChain, cool new chains like X1 and other stuff like that. So it's a lot of cool stuff in the mix there. So you can join up the strategy club there. And Wookie's got his link in the chat. And of course, you can also find all the links to the Kryptonite show in the video description. Join up today. Become part of our community on Telegram or on Discord. That is a very, very cool place to be. And of course, you get all the latest every day. We're trying to stream. Now, obviously, I take a couple of days off here and there, but not much, not often, as you guys know. If you don't doubt me, go check the videos. So we're on every day. So I've been streaming for about 6 years in the PulseChain X community. And man, it's been a journey, but we love crypto so much that it's like a fun thing to do, right? It's like the hobby you love to do. It's the hobby you like to do. All right, that's pretty much it on that one. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Get ready, accumulate on these dips, man. These dips are like little golden gloves. We got Richard Hart out there. Going to be doing some cool stuff. So we're going to play out some of those cool pumpamentals on the way out for you to get inspired. So the first one we're going to play is Billionaire Raoul Paul. This video is very good. And this gives you an idea of kind of the zone that we are in at the moment, leading into the bull run. Now, as you guys know, 4th of July is the deadline for Trump's strategy, the three-legged stool strategy, the big tariffs, the big tax bill, and of course, more regulation, deregulation. Get that in place by the 4th of July. It's golden age of America after that. Game on. And we're looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll get interest rate cuts as well. That could be out season on the run. And that's the other bullish thing, right? So keep a lookout for that. And we could rally all the way through into at least Q1 next year, right? Q2 even. So exciting times ahead. And certainly, July, August, September. September is very much, people are very picking September as being a very, very big mark as part of this banana curve. So let's check out this. And then we're going to play a little bit of golden mode candle after that. All right, don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow, and share, and all that good stuff. I'll catch you on tomorrow's show, which will be another awesome day on PulseChain and crypto. All right, take care. Bye for now.
Not a mystery. It is a repeat of the debt cycle. They are rolling the debts. They are doing the same thing each cycle. It's not to do with a halving cycle, nothing to do with any of that. It's all driven by liquidity cycle and funding of debts. Each phase, we get phase 1 of the banana zone, banana number 1. The corrective zone, banana number 2 comes. Another correction, banana number 3. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020. 2021, off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looks very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. It can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats, don't fuck this up, don't lose control of your tokens, don't use leverage, don't get your wallet hacked, just sit with it, be careful, don't get FOMO, do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of correction zone. That's going to be harder, because the next one that happens, we'll have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over, and everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over, and it won't be over. By our work, we suggest that because of the elongation of the business cycle, because rates were higher for longer, the forward-looking liquidity suggests that, again, probabilistically speaking, without any guarantees, this whole thing goes into Q1, maybe Q2 of 2026, which would align with Trump's, trying to win the midterms as well. So everything's lined up for us. I think it started. So keep the faith, keep building stuff, and let's keep driving Siri forward with all of this. Thank you.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a giant green candle at any moment because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic energy because there's less of it for sale.